Hello, you're here for the NXT Takeover Toronto review with Steven and Regal. It was a very good show. Amazing show, honestly.
Yes, it was.
The show starts off with a performance which wasn't as good as some of the other ones, but I still liked it, honestly. It had some weird camera cuts.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'd say I grade the performance C.
I'd give it a D. I didn't like it.
Yeah. Next is Street Profits versus. Yeah. Next is Street Profits versus the Undisputed Era. Street Profits have purple and red attire, which I didn't really like. Then we had hold on a second, gotta plug my computer in. Then we had well, they had a really good match. Let me read off my notes. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I didn't like their attire either.
Yeah, their attire is a bit trash. Let's see.
Shade of purple along with a very ugly shade of red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, the match starts out with Montez patting Kyle O'Reilly on the head. Wait, no, it was Angelo. He patted him on the head. That was pretty funny. Some cool stuff. Montez hits a drop kick. He hits a backflip that missed. Then they hit the Team Angle move, the one where they hung him on the ropes and do a jump over. I really like that. Bobby does a little kick and knocks Montez off the apron. They double teamed Angelo for some of it. Then they had some cool stuff, a hot tag. Then he hit a leaping lariat, hit a moonsault. Pretty cool stuff. He got caught on the people's elbow, which he didn't have an elbow pad for. So he kind of just pretended there was. There was a penalty kick on the side. Then he hit a rock bottom. Then
Cool.
later on, Undisputed Era hit a knee-assisted German suplex, so he pushed him with the knees. Looked pretty cool. A frog splash got knocked off. Suplex. Wait, let me think. I'm trying to think of, I can't remember some of the stuff I wrote in my notes. It's hard to remember. Wait, they were really attacking Montez's leg, by the way, in this match. But gosh.
They were.
They hit a spinebuster to Bobby. Well, okay. So they had a knee bar, and Angelo came in and hit a spinebuster on Bobby onto Kyle while he was doing it. That looked pretty cool. Angelo then throws Kyle across the ring. That was pretty cool. They hit
that was cool.
They hit the Dean Ambrose fallback clothesline into a suplex from Angelo.
Nigerian.
Yeah. He had a huge blockbuster from a guillotine from Montez. He had a huge top gun helo to both. Then they hit a spears and frog splash for the win. Street Profits win. What would you guys grade that match? Or what do you guys think of the match?
It was decent. I'd give it like a B.
I'd honestly give it A-.
I missed the ending because I made myself some meatballs, but I assume that it was very good.
Yeah, it was very good.
Yeah, the ending was good.
It was a pretty good ending. Yeah, A-. Pretty good way to start off the show. I mean, of course. Better than anything SummerSlam's gonna have. Then we had Io versus Candice. Io has like a weird yellow attire, which didn't really... I don't know if I really liked it or not. Candice comes out. I don't know how to describe her attire.
Candice came out with it's like crystal designs, but they're all like rainbow colors.
Yeah. She hits a huge baseball slide. Get the crowd going. And then a huge suplex on the announcer's table from Io, which Candice almost get counted out for.
Oh, yeah.
And Io hits a huge white noise into the turnbuckle and then falls back into an actual white noise. She also hits a huge drop kick off the top rope. Candice hits a brainbuster, which I was honestly surprised they brought into the thing. Like, they don't really use brainbusters often.
Yep, same.
But it looked more like a suplex, though.
Okay.
I think it was just a normal suplex.
He just called it a brainbuster. Because he went, brainbuster!
That's cool. Then.
So who was it that did the Black Widow? Was it Io that did the Black Widow? No, it was Candice that did it.
It was Lorraine.
Yes.
Lorraine did that Black Widow.
Io goes for a 619 and gets caught with a hanging net breaker on the ropes. Then Io goes for another 619, but with Candice on the outside of the ring. Then Candice does a suicide dive into a DDT. And then the commentary said she hit a double stomp, which I missed. Did she hit a double stomp, like the hanging one?
I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, such a mix. Because that last main event was like an hour. Hit some really cool moves. Hits a snap German. Io landed on her feet from the suplex, which was pretty much like a Ricochet thing, which was pretty cool. But I guess she's like the new Ricochet, but a heel and a woman. But whatever. Then we had Candice hitting a reverse Rana. Let's see.
Spanish Fly.
Yeah, they did do the Spanish Fly.
Do that type of move.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen them do it.
Yes.
First time I've seen it on NXT. Oh yeah, they had a fairy tale ending into like a backbreaker. That was pretty cool. Then she hits the moonsault, which Candice kicks out of. Pretty surprised. But then she just does the Kochi clutch for the win. Pretty good match. What do you guys grade it?
Kochi clutch as well.
Wait, who used it?
I'll give that match a B as well.
I'll give it a
You
B.
have that match in E for EO.
Wait, it starts with an I though.
You know what I mean?
So, okay.
Can I talk about the Matt Riddle segment?
Yes. You have the floor to yourself.
Okay, so basically, thank you. Matt Riddle came out through for the crowd. He was saying bro, and then he said bro, 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 and then he said Killian Dane, come out here, you big fat hairy man. I'm gonna beat you up. And then Killian Dane did come out, and then they fought, and then they beat each other up some more. And then some security guys came out to restrain Matt Riddle. And then for whatever reason, Riddle just started going off on all of them. He gave him the big ripcord knee. He gave him the go to sleep. He gave one of them a big Wilhelm Flash, whatever he calls it. And they started beating each other up on the ground. Riddle got Dane into a sleeper hold like 3 times. And Dane topped the whole brawl off by not only driving Riddle through 2 tables that are right next to the stage ramp, but also another security guard, which was very unkind of him.
It was bad. I know. He's just trying to do his job.
Yeah. Then we saw Austin Theory, so that was pretty cool. Then they started the Dream entrance with a Mountie thing, which got a pop out of me. Then it was the Raptors.
I don't know who the Raptors are, man.
I don't know. Then they had the triple threat. Pete has a green attire. You know.
Yeah.
They double team Roderick in the start of the match, but then, they start fighting. Then he almost went for a bitter end in the start, but got reversed. Then Roderick pulls Dream into the ring post, which must have really hurt. Then he hits 3 backbreakers on all of them. He hit a backbreaker on both, and then he hit a backbreaker on Pete Dunne on top of Velveteen. So that was pretty cool. Let me think. Pete then pretty much just stomps Dream a bunch. Because he's Pete Dunne.
He kicked his arm so goddamn hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like he broke it. Who was it that hit a moonsault? Wait, it was Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne hit a moonsault off the top rope to both of them, which Dream had to run into. Dream pulls a Daniel Bryan by stomping them both in. Was it Dream that did that? Or was it Dunne?
No, it was
Pete Dunne did the backflip thing.
Okay, yeah. No, the one who did the
Pete
Dana
Dunne was
Bryan
stomping
thing,
them,
where
they
they
stomped back.
stomp him.
Yeah.
They hold their arms and then stomp him.
That was Pete, right?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was Pete, actually. I don't know why I wrote Dream. They all start punching each other, hitting big moves, like a big boot. Then Roderick hits an angle slam. Then he goes for End of Heartache, which then gets reversed into an X-Plex. Really very cool move. Then Pete starts breaking the fingers. Then they hit a Tower of Doom, which I haven't seen in a while. Then a coast-to-coast Purple Rainmaker, which looked very cool. Oh, man, I don't know how he reached it, honestly. Then Roderick hits a bunch of elbows on people. Very cool. He hits a double, whatever he calls it. I just call it a Lion Tamer. Because that's what it is.
He goes to the stronghold.
The Stronghold, that's what it is. Then Velveteen tries to go for a 2-man Dream Valley Driver, but then they both get out. Big knee from Roderick to Dream. Then Pete Dunne hits the bitter end on Roderick, but Dream distracts the ref, which then leads to Dunne literally killing Dream. So, then we had a Boston crab from Roderick Strong.
Pete would have won there as well.
Velveteen comes back out. He hits a Dream Valley driver, gets thrown out. Then end a heartache to Roderick, and then, end a heartache to Dunne. Then he gets broken that up with a Purple Rainmaker, and Dream wins by pinning Pete Dunne. What would you guys think of that match?
It was decent, anyway. I'd give it an A minus probably.
I'd give it an A, just straight
I
A.
didn't like it.
The next match.
A 4.
A 4 out of what?
Okay, this next match.
Okay.
Okay then.
Mia has a really cool entrance, which looked like Matt Riddle was in. It was definitely Matt Riddle, right?
Yeah, he definitely wasn't it. Definitely.
Definitely was Matt Riddle. She attacks. Who was it? Yeah, she attacks the arm a lot of Shayna. Very uneventful in the start, but then it picks up a bit. A huge kick. She hits a tarantula on Shayna, which is pretty cool. I haven't seen that in a while. Then she hits an avalanche sunset flip powerbomb, which looked very hard. Then Shayna puts Mia in a sleeper, which then gets reversed. Then an armbar, which I thought might have ended it. But then another sleeper, which then got turned into a head scissors, and Shayna wins. What would you guys grade that match?
D.
D, oh man. I give it
It's toilet break time.
I give it a B minus.
It was the first time all night that I almost fell asleep.
Oh man.
Yeah, same.
Then they showed Walter and Tyler Bate on the crowd. Also, they showed Ricochet earlier. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, big pop.
Then it's main event. Sorry about background noise. Johnny has a new Titantron. That's pretty cool. He has a Wolverine attire. Then Adam Cole also has a new Titantron. Now I've got a lot of notes for this one. Ooh. Anyone else want to help out with the notes? How about we each do like one fall?
I legit can't see them.
Oh, you can't see them? Okay. Then I'll just do the first one. Let's see. He does a fake out move, which looked pretty cool. Then he did a baseball slide on the outside. Gargano did one. Then Gargano threw Adam Cole's knee into the apron, which then started the whole knee attacks the entire match. He had Adam Cole hit a wheelbarrow suplex into the apron to gain the upper hand, which looked very hard hitting. Then we had a suplex into the turnbuckle from Gargano, pretty much what Joe did to Ali at the Royal Rumble. Then we had a roll up enziguri from Gargano, of course. Slingshot spear stopped. I meant to put Panama Sunrise, but I put California Sunrise, but it got reversed. Then he had a sunset driver off the thing. Panama Sunrise off the top rope from Gargano or Cole. It was one or the other. They've hit that move a lot in this match. Crossbody reversed, and then he hits a Samoan driver, which I haven't seen in a while. Suicide dive reversed, and then another wheelbarrow reversed. Adam Cole brings in a chair, which then low blows Johnny Gargano. Adam sits down on the chair, then Gargano later on beats up Adam Cole with the chair for the disqualification. He could have literally won. So.
If he never used the chair.
Yeah. Johnny just shrugs and sits down in the chair. Then it's street fight, which he seems very happy about. He hits him with a chair a bunch of times. Then he goes in a suicide dive, goes in the crowd. Yeah. They said there was pins everywhere, but that's not how a street fight works. So, he hits Adam Cole with a cup, which fans start screaming at him for, because of course. Then he takes a selfie, which I guess Gargano's just gone full insane. Then he jumped off the barricade too.
You lost the match.
Yeah. Then a super kick on the outside to Adam Cole. Johnny pushes Cole on the chair. Oh yeah, he pushes him on one of those commentator chairs. He pushes him into a thing.
Yep.
Then he jumps off the timekeeper, putting Adam Cole through the barricade, putting them both through the barricade. Fairy tale ending, reversed. Then a back body drop through the table on the outside, on the Spanish announce table, of course. Then he brings out tables. They chant Johnny Tables, because of course. Ushikuroshi. Then a lawn dart into the chair. Gargano escape. Then it ends. I thought the first two falls ended pretty quickly.
The steel cage.
The second fall is pretty quick, I think.
Alright, the steel cage.
The steel cage.
The steel cage is magnificent. The whole cage is laid out with a menagerie of weapons, including like kendo sticks. We got fire extinguishers and all that stuff.
Yeah, very cool. See, they started out with a kendo battle, and they both hit each other with super kicks. Johnny does a huge holding onto the ladder, and then he drops down with a huge Hurricane Rana. Looked very cool, honestly. Okay, never mind. We don't have to grade each fall, we can just grade the full thing. Then we hit a huge chair to the gut. Then, there was a chair hanging on the steel cage, which he gets reversed into. That was pretty cool. So, also, they zip-tied all the weapons down, by the way. They had a kendo-assisted backbreaker, which looked pretty cool. Then they also had a fire extinguisher, which they got sprayed on to Adam Cole. Then they hit a tornado DDT on the top part of the chair, which, oof, that did not look well. They go for the sledgehammer. I think they get the sledgehammer. Then he hits him with a sledgehammer. Then he hits a super kick. Adam Cole throws the ladder just straight off and misses completely. But then he hits a Panama Sunrise, so Adam goes up the ladder, hits another Panama Sunrise. Johnny falls over again during the last shot. Then he went for a last shot on the chair, which gets reversed. Cole then bites Gargano during the Gargano escape. Cole gets hit with the sledgehammer. Then Cole goes up the ladder. Wait. Oh yeah, he goes. Cole. I'm trying to remember. This is hard to remember. Oh well, Gargano then hits a Panama Sunrise off the top rope. Then he brings out the thumbtacks, which are never used, which have brass knucks and bolt cutters. He never used the brass knucks, but they did.
There was never any thumbtacks in it, was there?
There weren't?
Oh, there weren't any thumbtacks.
Oh, they
there was
weren't?
no thumbtacks.
There was no thumbtacks. Okay, that's dumb. We had the bolt cutters. He cuts a piece of barbed wire off, which I don't understand.
Which they never really used, which is kind of...
Yeah, they never. He was close to. Gargano cuts the. Cole runs up to the top part of the cage. They're both on the little platform thing, holding it. They get please don't die chance. He's about to hit him with the barbed wire, and then Cole pushes them both off through the tables, and Cole pins him for the win. What would you guys grade this match?
1, 2, 3.
A plus plus
I give
plus
it-
plus 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 plus.
I give it, yeah, A+, definitely.
What would you grade it, Regal? Is Regal still here? Oh.
Afraid it was not up to par with my quality.
Oh, well then what'd you grade it?
It was okay.
What was your grade
I
for it?
graded 4.75 stars.
Ooh, 4.75. That's not that bad. Not that bad. It's kind of like how Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate was.
Excellent, so that means no one can like it. But that was a 5, dude.
Yeah. No, that wasn't a 5. Dave Meltzer made it like 4.9.
I know. I thought it was a 5.
Yeah, it felt like a 5-star match. Honestly, yeah, it was a pretty good takeover. What would you grade the overall show? Top to bottom?
A-.
I think I'll have to agree with A-, yeah.
A-. Uneventful.
Yeah, no title changes. Also, I'm pretty sure Gargano's going into the main roster, so hope he does well. Pray for Gargano on the main roster. So, yeah, that was the end of the show. I'm gonna go so I can watch Soda Slam, and this will be uploaded later, I guess. I don't know when I'm gonna upload this. I'll probably just upload it tomorrow. So, we'll see you next time.